Ayanda is somewhere very interesting this morning. She's in search for borehole water, of all things. Ayanda, where exactly are you? And I believe you're wearing high heels wherever you are, and you shouldn't be.
A very good morning to you, Leanne. Yes, welcome to the Bryanston Country Club. And yes, I am in my heels. I'm in a bid to start a revolution. I think they must change the laws and allow high heels on the greens, but that's another story right now. You're quite right, Leanne. We are in search of borehole water. You'll know that with the recent drought that South Africa and other parts of the continent are facing, water is not only topical at the moment, but it is a matter of urgency. You also know that, Leanne, some theorists go as far as suggesting that it will be the subject of wars if access to water is not something that is dealt with swiftly. So joining me now from Joburg Water is the Managing Director, Mr. Lungile Dhlamini, to speak to us about possible solutions and borehole water being at the top of their list there. Mr. Dhlamini, it's such a pleasure to have you with us. Good morning and welcome.
Morning to you and your viewers.
Speak to me now about access to water and how borehole water is being topped as some of the possible solutions.
Well, if I may just give a background quickly. Not only is South Africa the 30th driest country in the world, South Africans use more water per person per day than most countries in the world. According to the Water Research Commission, the world average is 173 litres per person per day, and the national average is 235 litres per person per day. Within the city of Johannesburg, it's 300 litres per person per day. Now, as part of our water demand and water conservation strategy, we decided about 2 years ago to include borehole water drilling or use of groundwater, responsible use of groundwater, and I will tell you why I'm saying responsible use of groundwater, where we then partnered with the Borehole Water Association of Southern Africa. In the city of Johannesburg, we have about 13,500 boreholes. The number could be more, but you know, legally you have to register your borehole, which is one of the things that will be assisting middle to high income or people who can afford to drill boreholes.
I'm glad you touched on that and the affordability part. Is Joburg Water going to be subsidizing? Are you going to be assisting? And exactly how much is it for perhaps Ayanda to start considering if I have borehole water in my backyard?
Well, I think largely it's the knowledge and the information that the Borehole Water Association, together with Johannesburg Water and the Department of Water Affairs, will provide. You know, there are borehole drillers and borehole drillers. However, with the Borehole Water Association members, they are accredited, so there are certain standards that have to be adhered to. For example, the SABC standard SENS 299, which, if you like, is a standard on how you drill a borehole. A borehole, I might add, is an investment which enhances the property value, you know, your asset property value. So information that will be provided and knowledge and the help desk by the Borehole Water Association, because they are experts in that regard, will ensure that those investments are secured. Yes, you do still have to do the operation and maintenance of your borehole once it has been installed, and Johannesburg Water will assist in the testing of water, where there will be a nominal cost. We have an accredited lab which can do that to assist whoever owns a borehole. But in addition to that, I think we have impressed upon the Borehole Water Association to say, part and parcel of promoting the penetration and drilling of boreholes as one of the diversified water resources or water resources, is that they will have to look at the affordability issues. There are variables as when you drill a borehole because of the geology, but just the rule of thumb, you know, to drill a borehole is about 1,000 rand per meter, depth-wise, and you can drill plus or minus 100 to 120 depending on the geology underground. But I think the Borehole Water Association colleagues will speak to that. I think they're better placed to talk the cost.
And we will be speaking to some of them in just a moment. Behind me is quite a sizable machine. We'll be seeing a demonstration in no time as to exactly what it entails to dig for water. It's very, very important, not only for you and I as ordinary citizens, but I think for businesses and companies as well. And that's why I'm particularly excited that we're at a golf course, because I believe they want some of the largest consumers of water, because it doesn't just take a miracle to make the greens look this green. It does take water. So your mining companies will also consume large amounts of water. I think it's not only for individuals to look into, but big corporations and companies. This is a topic we'll be looking at a little bit later as well, just after we see that demonstration behind me. So be sure to stay with us. Right now, Valen, speaking of the greens, let's take a look at what's happening in the